Tomorrow, 144 high school graduates in Hampton Roads will receive $800,000 in scholarship money. Joining us now to talk about the exciting ceremony is Daryl Bell, keynote speaker for Access College Foundation's annual Scholarship Awards Luncheon. Thank you so much for joining us, Daryl. A lot of people recognize you from different world. Back in the day, back in the 80s, great television show.
Absolutely.
Did that show inspire you to get involved with organizations such as Access?
Oh, sure. You know, A Different World is the preeminent image of HBCUs on television and inspiring generations of young people to go to college and get an education and change their lives. So joining with Access College that does such great work in providing not only guidance, but the all-critical financial support for kids to go to school and have an opportunity is an extraordinary work that I'm glad to support in any way I can.
And Access also provides the know-how on how to get in college.
Exactly right.
So many of the Access children are first-time college students in their families.
Exactly right. And so providing guidance to not only steer them through the process of finding resources and money, but allowing them to choose the right school where they can maximize those dollars to get the best education they can. And Access does a great job of doing that.
We have a minute left. There's a new scholarship this year. Tell us about it.
Well, part of it is it's a $25,000 scholarship, but there's a how should I describe this element? It's almost Top Gun-ish. I could tell you more about it, but then I'd have to kill you. See, they're trying to surprise the students with this award because they have some students that actually have a GPA of like 4.3. So there's a local student that's going to receive this $25,000 scholarship, but they're using it as a cliffhanger, so they won't know until tomorrow afternoon.
Well, that is just fantastic. The luncheon is tomorrow at the Virginia Beach Convention Center from 12 to 1:30. Congratulations to all of the kids. There is one of them right there. 144 local grads. We're so proud of them.
And it's going to be
This is the keynote speaker here.
Yes.
Actually, her name is attorney Gwen Green, a 2000 graduate of Lake Taylor High School.
Outstanding.
It's going to be hot, but this is a cool event.
That is it.
Daryl, thank you so much for joining us.
Jane, it's my pleasure.